Hi everyone, welcome back to BumbleBeeCrafts. Thank you all for joining in and watching me. This is part 3 of my journal making series, which is part of my Rachel and Bella Crafts design team project, using the kits that she's got called Truly Blue. So yeah, so in part 3 it's all about creating the signatures. As it's a 2 signature journal, I've gone ahead and prepped what I wanted to do as my ideas with signature 1, and then what I thought we'd do is make signature 2, because I do like them to have similar kind of elements in both. So that's my plan. I'll talk you through what I've got here for the first signature, and then we'll get on to doing the bits and bobs that I want to do for the second signature. So how's everybody doing? I want to just say a massive thank you for subscribing to my channel and supporting me. You'll probably remember a few weeks back I had a giveaway for reaching 100 subscribers, which I was just amazed at, and I'm kind of lost for words, because since then I am at over 300 subscribers. Oh my, I cannot believe it. That is just amazing. So thank you, each and every one of you who has subscribed to my channel. The comments, loads of you have been leaving such lovely comments about my work and just chatting in general about different things. So I am just so blessed to have you all there and have like this little community. I've loved the junk journaling community for years. It's always been such a supportive with different Facebook groups that I'm a part of, and watching other people on YouTube and everything and commenting and stuff. So I'm just feel very blessed to be a part of it. So thank you very much. So yeah, so let's get into the journal. This is the first signature. I went ahead and decided on my papers that I was going to use and back them, and as you've probably seen in my previous journal making series, I print single-sided on copier paper, and then I just glue them together and then sew around them. So that's what I've done. Like, this is the first page. It's been sewn around top and bottom so that it creates a couple of really nice big pockets. I think I did that in the Red Rose journal making series, and I just really liked that idea, so I've done that again. You'll see from the first video the different papers that I pulled out. I've made this into a book to the right shape, this book page, but it's so fragile I'm not even sure I'm going to keep it in here, because I think it's going to need to have a lot of work done to it. But this is what I've been doing with the kit pages, is creating, like I've got here, I've got a little flip out, and that is a little pocket in there, and that flips down there. On here I've made a little flip out, and that'll be a pocket, and that's going to be stuck on the page there. And then on this side I've just added a tag that flips up. It's been backed with some of the blue paper so it can be written on, and that just folds over like that. So that was one from this page, that this signature, sorry, that I've done. Let's see, I turned the tall pages, I cut this one in half where I thought it worked. I've added this bit of writing page in here and just sort of torn it as if it's like an extract from a letter, and then just folded that there. So that's how I've incorporated the tall pages as well. This one, oh yes, this has got, let's just get them centre like that. This has got a flip out here, this lovely card I had with the blue tits on, so that flips up. You've got some writing space on there, and that just because I've used her on the front and I'm going to be using her in signature 1 and in signature 2, I wanted to just sort of like hide her there but not cover her. So that's that flip out. That's just a got no flip outs, just the other half of that page. And then in the center I decided that on both of them I'm going to have little envelopes, so I've gone ahead and decorated the envelope up, but it's not sewn in because that will get sewn when we sew the signature. I'll sew it here and then I'll glue it once it's done, and that will just sit nice and loose in there. So on this page I've added this flip out into the page here. This is another one of those that pulls out with a pocket, which you'll see when we glue it in what it's going to be like. So that's how I've decorated that page, and I think that's it. So that's what I want to do today. I want to talk you through and show you how I make the little flip outs for the pages before they get stuck together and sewn in. I have got 2 here that are going to go in this signature 1 that I was doing, and when I was sewing around this morning I forgot that these were still being needed doing. So I just need to sew around these and then fold them in half. So they're on my sewing pile still to do. As I said, I sew off camera because of how noisy my old sewing machine is. It's about 25-year-old sewing machine. I had it when I was at college, so it's still going strong. She's still a good sewing machine, but she's just old and very loud. And then this, I wanted to do this on camera and show you my idea for this that's going to go in the first signature. So let's move those out of the way. Yeah, we're all still okay. These are for the second signature, these pages that I've got prepped. So we will just put them, I've got little piles everywhere so that I can kind of remember what's where. My idea for this is I want to back it with some card, but I want to back it only half, or so that you've got a little bit left either side here, because I want it to be a pocket. Then I'm going to stitch all around it, and then it can be scored and we'll fold it in half. So I kind of planned it in my head while I was trying to get off to sleep last night. I was like, what am I going to do with this? So I'm really excited. I want to get this done today. So as long as my head's not in the camera, let's just draw around this, and then I'll rub that off. Good job I'm only using pencil. There we go. Where's my rubber? There we go. Never knew I did that. So I'll just quickly cut around this, and then I'll show I'm going to try and be quite precise in doing this, measure it out and how I want it. As I said, I was thinking about how to do it in my sleep, well, trying to get off to sleep last night. So, and then I do have another idea that I want to share with you, but I'll probably do that as part of the ephemera making process, because I'm conscious I've not got too much time to get this project finished, and if I did videos for every single bit of this journal making, I wouldn't get it done in July for definite. So I'm just going to take that bit off there. Makes that a bit easier for me to store it in my scrap bucket. Right, okie dokie, so there we go. So how wide are we? Let's get a ruler, and we are just over 20. We're not 20 and a half. Just shy of 20 and a half. Right, okay, so half of that is 10.2. This isn't it? It's 10.25, 10.25, isn't it? Oh, maths. Maths is really not my strong point anymore. I'm just going to say that roughly that's the middle. Now, we want to come in, I would probably say a couple, then a divot, I think, because time you go, it's not going to give you much, is it? I'm thinking I might come into 6. Let's just put this on a line there, and there we go. We'll use that as my measurement. I'm not measuring precise, I am kind of now looking at art by eye. What should I go in? 4. Okay. Let's line this back up. There we go, that one. That'll do. Right, okay. You won't see these because I'll stick it down this way, but I'm just going to cut along these because I don't want these on here. It's probably a bit confusing until you actually see what my plan is for it. So I've taken those off. Now, that's this. That's going to sit on there, and then that's going to be a little pocket. Now, do I do a divot, or do we think, or maybe I should back this. Maybe that would look, rather than the white, I think that would look nice if that was backed, wouldn't it? So you've got some pattern material. Okay. Let's have a look at the backgrounds that we've got. That one might be quite nice. I don't use that a great deal. Yeah, I think I might go with that. What does it look like on? Yeah, matches kind of with the front. So what I'm thinking I would do is just cover the whole circle so that it's like that. Then you've got that on there as a little hidden pocket. Yeah, okay. So let's get a glue page. I'm going to use glue stick for this because it's just so, oops, sorry, dropped it. It's such a big space. It's going to be stitched around anyway, so oh, a big goober there, look. Didn't do that very well, did I? And again, gouging into my glue. I feel it must be being a bit heavy-handed today. I think it's because I'm quite tired today, and I'm excited, and the two just don't go hand in hand. Okay, so are we gonna get on there? Let's turn it to the actual way I want it, like that. Oh, just let's wipe that glue away from there. Put the lid on, and then make sure it's flat. That is going to curl, but that's fine. It can straighten. It will flatten out afterwards. There we go. Give that just a moment, and then we will come in, and I'm just going to take it straight off here, because then that bit can be definitely reused for something. Okay, so that is stuck. So I just trim around this. Gone quiet there while I'm doing this, so I'm trying to focus on cutting round. But I think I might have to take some bits out of the journal. When I was getting my pages and everything together, I hadn't realised how much I had and how fat I think each signature is going to be, and I think it's because the journal itself has got quite a big the book plates either side, yeah, it creates quite a bit of bulk already, but we'll see. I don't mind if she's a chunky journal. Right, so that's that. Then where are we? We are that way, aren't we? Like that. This is going to go in here. I think I will take a notch out of it now. Let's just get my big circle punch here, and what I'm planning to do is just to try and see if I can get the two lined up. Let's see if we can do it this way. That's it. There we go. That'll look even then. Pop that back. Okay, so that's going to go on there. And then, do you want to put anything on here to decorate it up? I think I will wait until we've stitched around it, and then I've scored it, and then I can see what little page we can decorate after it's been sewn in. So let's just do a bit of inking. I definitely think it needs the dark blue ink on this, so let's just ink this, and then we'll glue the blue in place, because I always like to glue it first and then let it dry, then I'll sew around it. Okay, so now on this side, it's still a little damp, but that's fine if I'm gentle with my inking, and I shouldn't bend it too much. It's looking lovely. I do like this blue, the oxide in the prized ribbon. I haven't actually used the ink of the prized ribbon that much. I'm preferring to go to the oxide. Okay. Lovely. There we go. That's done. So let's make sure I've got her exactly how I want her. Yeah, I would say that is most definitely like that way. Okay, so let's put some glue along this top curve. And then along the bottom curve. And then let's pop it on. About right, that looks it. Any excess we'll trim off afterwards. So that is going to dry. I will stitch all the way around it and then score it, and that will be a funky little page in the journal that's got pockets in. Oh, that's cool. That's worked out nicely. Okay, we'll pop that to one side and let that dry, because that does need stitching. Now let's bring back the... This is the first journal, isn't it? First signature. Yeah, I had envelopes and pages and flips, didn't I? So let's put that back and grab these pages to play with now. Let's just check my time. Not too bad at all. Okay, so I definitely think we want to do, which one's my centre? Here we go. Let's, yeah, these two are to be cut up and have all sorts of things decorated on them. This one is straightforward. It's got the pockets there ready. I just need to now stitch along there. So I'm going to put that back up there. So this is the same principle. It's going to have the envelope in the middle here. But what I want to create are some flip outs on here. So what have we got in my scrap bucket here that we could use? Might need to back it with some coffee dye. What's it got on that side? Ah, I see that's on there already. So I don't want the rose. Okay. That might be quite nice, mightn't it? Do we want it that side? Do we want... Not sure. Let's have a look at me backgrounds. I'm thinking that might look nice. Okay. How do we want to do this? Do we want it this side? And that's about roughly the centre, isn't it? So you flip out. Yeah, I think I might do that, and I might just have the A, do it down from the A is where I'm going to fold it. Okay, so move you to the side there. How I do my folds when I know which it's this side I want to do it is I just make sure we use my grid on my mat, line everything up. I want to go about here or here. Actually, I'm going to go here because I can use my line on here, and then I just use the ruler and my bone folder to create that edge, and then I can fold it back on itself, and then that is where the fold is going to be. So what do we think that looks like when that's going to be like that? We've got the center. That goes there. You can flip that out. It gives you the opportunity to write on, but you still see this gorgeous image. Yeah, okay. So we don't need all of this side, so probably from about here we can tear. Just gives it a lip then, and that's what gets folded, that's what gets stuck in between the pages. So that's what we're going for. Let's make the bone folder that a bit more. That's come undone. There we go. It's still not there. That's better. It wasn't laying flat, that bit. Okay, so I never like when I'm doing these as flip outs for some reason, unless it's small little images, like something like that is a small image. If I had that as a flip out, I would keep it square, but whenever I want to do paper in here, I just like a torn look to it. So I'm just going to tear, oops, that moved, down here, down this bit as well, and then across the bottom. Like so. And that will tuck in between the page, sit there quite nicely. Look at that, with that there as the pocket. Okay, so I need to back this, and I think I'm just going to back it onto here. Let's get that done, and then that can dry, and then I'll work out another flip. Right, now I'm just tearing out several pages in here because I want to keep those images to cut out, but I don't think I want to use that, although that's really quite nice, isn't it? I love that colour. I'll be able to do something with scrapbooking. There we go. We don't need these. We don't need the recipes in here. So we can glue on to here. Alright, get this one done, and then hopefully I'll have enough time to do, oops, to do another flip out. So yeah, I think because I did the multi flip out on the front little plates that went in the journal, I really want to create something like that all the way through, keep that theme going where we've got lots of flips and tuck spots and little writing bits. So okay, lovely. So I'll just give that a few minutes to dry while we look at the next one. So I'll pop that up there. Now this page, definitely think we need something on there. Let's have a little look at the bits of ephemera and see if there's anything in here. I mean, we've got a big tag. They're very similar to that patterning, and I use this ticket in a different one. Okay, unless I use some of these postcards as some little flip outs, they might look nice. Let's see. Oh, we've got several different ones, haven't we? So where's the centre on this? It's about there. So they could easily go, so you could have that one. That one's the same length. Then I'm thinking that one and that one, and they flip out independently. That's quite funky, isn't it? I like that. Right. Okay. So what I need to do is back these, and what do we want to, maybe we want a bit of both. We want yellow and blue card that we want to back them with. Let's have a look. When that flips out there, if you had the yellow, yeah, so the yellow for this first one, flip out onto a yellow. Let's just grab a bit of blue. I got a bit of blue card. There might be a bit of blue card in here. Yeah, there's a bit of blue card here. So we're going to have yellow. That one flips out and is blue, and then we'll have yellow again at the bottom. I like that idea. Right, so let's put that to one side. These two are yellow. So let's get this glued in. I'm just going to use, actually, no, because I'm not going to be sewing around it. So I tend to, if I'm going to sew around things, I will use Pritt Stick for most of the gluing, because that way you've got the stitching just as an extra protection. But I'm not going to stitch around these, so I want to use my strong PVA glue. So let's just put some glue all the way around the edge, and then I'll show you what I do, which you probably already know how to do this kind of thing, just to create a little bit of a lip on it, and that's the lip that gets tucked in to there. So it's this end that we're going to create the little lip, because it's that way that it's going to fold. So make sure we're level at the bottom there. Okay, so that's all I really need. I've just literally left judged it by eye. I mean, if you measured it, what are we? Oh, look at that. Wow, if I had measured that, I could not have got that spot on 1 inch. Wow. I surprised myself there. I did not expect to get that exactly. But I was going to say it's about 1 inch that you kind of leave. Okay, and then what I'll do, I just cut this one out briefly just to show you, because then I must check on my time to see how much more I've got. How much time I've got left. So that will then just be folded across there. We can do that now, and we'll just mitre the corners ready. And then once this is dry, I'll score down that, flip that over, and that's what creates the hinge. It's this bit that gets tucked in between the two. Oh dear, excuse me, between the two. Okay, so that one needs to dry. Let's just check my time. Yeah, I'm at about 35 minutes. So let's see where we're at. We've got this, haven't we? This looks as though it's dry. Let me uncurl this on the corner of my desk. My desk has got quite a rolled edge, lipped, nice smooth lipped edge to it. And it's actually very handy just to roll these down the side of the piece of paper. So I'm going to put that and that to one side for the moment, because I wanted to at least get one finished ready. So we're just going to tear this off, if I can just keep it from moving there. I'm not worried about this little bit here on the extra edge. You'll see that little bit there, that's fine, that's all going to go in, get tucked inside. So let's refold that down, give it a good bone fold, and then let's just miter the corners like so. And then it was going this edge, wasn't it? That goes in, sticks in there. So what ink do we want? I think I want to stick with the brown on this. So let's ink her up, and then we can glue her in, and that bit is, that flip out is done. That's that. Yeah, what I do is I do this little edge, because then that way when you glue it in, you always leave just a very thin amount showing. So let's do this edge, and then that way that just finishes that off. I'm excited that that circle thing has worked. I think it's, once it's got the stitching around it, I think that's going to look lovely. Okay, so that's ready, and we'll glue this in. So I'll just give myself a bit of space. So let's put the glue that we want all on here. Oops, missed that. Down inside the crease along here. There we go. Now that goes in kind of there. Get a bit of wiggle room, and then I just make sure that that is as flush as I want it there before pressing it down like so. So that is now in there. Yet I do need to glue obviously all around the page, but I'm not sure if I'm going to add any flip outs this side at all. But that's basically how I will add in flip outs to all the little pages. I call them flip outs because they flip out. I don't know what else you would call them. Sometimes it's an envelope, sometimes it's is an actual pocket, but I just like this interaction in the journal. So that's going to go in there, and then I think I might have something down this way on this side, because it's the center one. I want to be able to create writing space, because you wouldn't necessarily write on here unless you covered it up, and it's too gorgeous an image to cover up. So that's basically how I've been creating the flip outs that you saw in the first signature. Let me just check on the time. Yeah, I'm about at the my limit for this video, so I will be back with part 4 of this video, and I've got some ephemera making ideas that I want to use, using the fussy cut elements that you get in the kit. So I'll be back to show you those elements, and obviously show you how far I've come along with these pages here, and obviously we're going to be doing this as well, creating the little 3 stacked pockets on here. I just think that that's going to be lovely, where they just all flip out like a little, I suppose it would be a waterfall flip out, because they cascade down. Okay, so yeah, that's what my plan is, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks very much for watching and supporting my channel. Take care, everybody. Bye.